getting ready to start our third game of the evening, which should be a titillating matchup between the La Jolla Riptide and Gaslamp Guardians. And quick reminder that because Joel Barraza, number 10, typically for the La Jolla Riptide, does not have his designated jersey, you know, still looks okay out there, but we do penalize that. So the Riptide will be starting off this game with Joel Barraza in the penalty box for a bench minor, again, for not having his team jersey. Take that stuff real seriously out here. This is prime time Saturday night after all, right, Colin? It's prime time. The whole NHL said San Diego Elite Draft League is happening. We're going to give our NHL boys a couple days break so that we don't conflict with them down there in San Diego. Therefore, if you're not wearing the right jersey, you end up in the bench. This is actually how this game started last time, I believe, for Riptide and Gaslamp Guardians, but it was a delay of game because Quinlan Johnston, their goalie, was a few minutes late, so they started off on the PK, but they came out with torrid energy and scored on that PK, and then Gaslamp Guardians came right back and scored on the power play. So it ended up being a 1-1 tied game after the Gaslamp's power play to start off the game. And the Gaslamp Guardians find themselves in the exact same position this go-around. Let's see if they are able to stop any sort of Riptide push right off the bat and maybe take advantage of this early man advantage.
We've got Irving starting both games for Gaslamp. But yeah, we'll see. They've got the man advantage again.
Your attention, please. La Jolla penalty, a bench minor. 90 seconds for delay of game. Time of the penalty, 17 minutes even of the first period. Again, for the Riptide, the bench minor, 90 seconds for delay of game. At 17 minutes even of the first period.
Mata with the outside shot, saved by Johnston. Sent down back into the Gaslamp zone. Mata quarterbacking. Right out, sliding it across for Agnello. Jumps over his stick. He regains possession. Agnello getting inside that left circle. Sending it ahead for Dance. Mata outside shot, looking for that tip as Agnello goes to the corner right. Holding onto it. Sent back for Olsen. 40 seconds remaining on this power play for Gaslamp. The bench minor against Barraza for a uniform infraction. On the back door is Agnello. Billick impeding that from going any further. Olsen one-on-one with Mata. Gets forced to the outside. Olsen burning more time. 17 seconds left on the PK for for La Jolla. Ridout, lots of time and space, beating the goaltender here. 15-40. Putting La Jolla down by 1.
Who was it?
I believe that was Ridout from Agnello.
You say 15 from 40?
Who's that? What was that?
Yeah, it was 25 from 44.
Gaslamp gets out of their zone. Wise flying
Guardians goal. A power play goal scored by number 25, Bailey Ridout. Assisted by number 44, Caden Dance. Time of the goal, 15:40. Again for the Guardians. The power play goal by Ridout from Dance at 15:40.
Betch gets possession for the Riptide as he rips up the rink here with Anderson. Going end-to-end, backhand, shoulder save by Irving.
Well, they got the start that they wanted. They got power play goal and prevented Riptide from scoring a PK goal.
That's a good thing.
That's a good thing.
That's a good thing. Gaslamp gets possession of the puck off the face-off. Agnello carrying the puck into the zone. 3-on-2. Looking for that backhand tip. That's Barengoltz making his first appearance this evening. Wasn't able to make last game. A couple of new faces we're probably going to see throughout the evening from previous games. Vetch quarterbacking here. Dance in the 1 position. Anderson on the swing, gets poke checked by Agnello. Erickson losing track of it in his skates. Dance starting his motor from the right side. Going in, taking that short side shot outside. Gaslamp holding on to it. Wise putting the cage on this time. Swapping it out from the half shield. Dance trying to send the puck ahead for Hoffman. Anderson scoops it up, taking that screenshot on the hesitation there. Behind the back, tries to gather it back up. Gives it up to Agnello as he carries it out of the zone. 13:30 here in the first period. Pass ahead for Wise, goes into the corner, just out of reach for him. He gets to it. Toe dragging, still working with the puck. Handed off to Dance on the point. Almost made a fatal error there. Breakout pass dropped off for Dance. Flying in for that left circle, just missing the net. Vetch corralling the puck for the Riptide. Gaslamp finishes their change as Wright looks for a clean breakout here. Up the wall for Kim. Keeps the puck out of danger. Read out on that forecheck. Barraza flying from the right, gets back to the middle. Olsen on his right, drops it off for him. In the zone, outside shot, blockered, and then sent into his glove there by Irving. When growing up, playing hockey on the cul-de-sac, that I was a kid, my brother would play goalie, and that was a move that he would practice often, is catching the puck on his blocker, not letting it rebound off. In another reality, probably had a brother that was a goalie full-time, but he shifted to powerlifting shortly after that. Really got into weightlifting.
Oh.
This is Wright flying up the left side, just missing the net, it looks like. May have been a save.
Brother probably thought that catching with your blocker was too hard.
It's pretty tricky. He got pretty good at it. But he found picking up heavy things way more fun.
I wonder, thinking about that story, if he just used his glove for catching, if he would have stayed with hockey for a little bit longer.
He was making it more complicated than it needed to be.
Yeah. He could have simplified it. Pick things up, put things down, it could just be that simple.
Errant play by Wright. That's turned over to Gaslamp. Barengoltz point blank. Shoulder save by Johnston. Mata protecting the puck. Waiting for options with the puck up on edge. Agnello sending it for Ridout. Tries to negotiate through Olsen. He says no. Dropping it off for Kim. Streaking to the middle. Ridout tailing him. Chips it up for Mata. Barengoltz going with him. Agnello getting that puck first. Stick check by Olsen. Wright sends it back, allowing Olsen to quarterback this play here with 11 minutes to play in the first period. Barraza setting up shop for the Riptide. Billick with the pick on Ridout, tying him up. Olsen walking it all the way in. Players are protesting, saying that it went in. Referee Aiden Barty there on the goal line says no goal. Face-off would be to the left of Irving.
Make sure he stay connected with the same
Quite the toe
traffic
drag
via
by Nick
social
Olson to
media.
put himself in that
Also,
position there. Pretty
traffic
crafty.
SC
You know, it really seemed like he was gonna only option would be to go behind the net at that point, but somehow managed to pull it all the way back in front of the crease with not a ton of speed. So shows the deceptiveness of that move there.
Billick Ridout on the draw that gets one back for Gaslamp. Anderson doesn't give up on the play, trying to sweep check it. Ridout in a foot race with Betch on the breakout. Johnston gets a stick on that. Ridout with another chance at it. Goes into the corner. Agnello rings it out. Hoffman resetting here for Gaslamp. Hoffman with a hesitation gets around Anderson. Loses track of it in the middle of the ring. Ridout picks up where he left off. Sweep check by Anderson. Ridout muscles through it. Bouncing puck. Betch settling the biscuit here. Stepping through into the Gaslamp zone. Circles out. Looking at his point, has Becker as an option. He creates a little bit of space there, putting it into the skates of Hoffman as he goes into the La Jolla zone. Backhand pass, brilliant save there. Anderson getting upended. Betch, outlet pass for Billick. Save by Irving as that goes up high in the air. Ridout with the breakout to Agnello. Agnello dropping it off for Ridout into his skates. Poked ahead by Anderson. Gaslamp looking for an opening. This is Wise with the puck right now. Turning on Becker, holding onto that puck, sending it in deep. Agnello getting to that puck first. Sends it on the wall. Back out to Hoffman. Billick following him into the zone. Wise up ahead for Agnello. Getting stick check multiple times and tripping over the goal. Olsen bullies Agnello as they fly the other way. Olsen being harassed by Wise. He gets his shot off, stays in the shin pads of the defender. Could have been a holding there, I think.
Yeah, Nick Olson was getting pretty harassed there.
Ridout circling, has Hoffman. Mata with him, up ahead. Dropped for Wise. Puck goes out of play.
Fairly even back and forth pace here.
Every game of the
That
SC
power play goal
season
just
on the
being
road
the
to this year's
sole difference maker in the game thus
Cup
far.
live on Twitch. Head over to
This is a pretty ideal matchup right now for Gaslamp. They got the majority of their players here, and of course catching the Riptide on the back end of a doubleheader. So this is right where they want them. Attacking them a doubleheader, starting the game off on a power play. See if they can finally be the first team to take Riptide down this season.
Agnello looking for that outlet pass to Mata. He gets it. Good balance by him. Spinning, turning, Mata staying in the zone. Nice backhand. That tips in. Brilliant effort there by Mata, making that play happen. Holy moly.
Broken. 4 from 7 though.
Is it the same pain?
AJ smashed the stick against the glass.
Yep.
Number 4, Baron Gold. Wait, did it break again?
Timeout on the floor for rink maintenance.
It sounds like we might actually have a second broken glass pane. Good news, if that is the case, we know that we can manage the situation. Bad news is it took about 20 minutes last time. This broken glass is not behind the nets. out just a few paces. It's out from the corner of the rink, so not as problematic of a spot. But let's see what the refs and commissioner deem necessary. Are we going to have to replace it? Do another replacement? Sounds like because this one's not in such a problematic spot that we'll just be putting black tape over the hole. But if you're listening and you happen to be an angel investor, you know, the city of Escondido may be looking for grand tours for new rink boards out here at Kit Carson Park. No pressure, of course. You know, if you're just tuning in and wanting to watch the games. Taking it to the chats, Quinlan has been playing big. Yeah, let's look at the stats thus far. Quinlan looking good on all 6 of his shots faced thus far in the first period of this game. Blocking all 6. Same poise and control in the net. Of course, Becker always a clutch player. We agree with that. Whether it's the defensive zone or the offensive zone, Becker finds a way to be productive. Sticks in lanes, often the first stick on loose pucks, which is a huge help in the defensive zone. We saw that in the first Riptide game. Juicy rebounds, and Becker getting the first stick on it, clearing it out of harm's way. Of course, Becker scoring the game-winning goal last game, putting his team up 4-3 against the Talons. So, big-time player. If you've been on the fence about watching a game in person, I'll definitely encourage all of you to come out to the games. It's a lovely atmosphere here. Good for families, loved ones, significant others. The atmosphere is always, top-notch out here. A lot of the team watch the opposing players play, so it's a good, lively atmosphere. Of course, we got Callan doing in-game announcements, so pretty electric. Of course, if you're out of state like Steve, tuning in is always great. But if you've been on the fence, I'm watching the Twitch live streams, but I'm on the fence about getting out there in person. This is your invitation to come. Okay? You get to say hi to us down here in the booth, and of course, see the action live and in person. And there's nothing beats live hockey. Live hockey is the best. Mr. Grimace doing the Lord's work. Yes, yes.
Do you know where the ladder is? Is it back in the ref room?
Yeah. By Mr. Grimace, are we referring to Mr. Phil Breezy himself? Is that the Mr. Grimace we're referring to? Penalty for breaking the glass. There won't be a penalty for breaking the glass. I don't think we know who is the culprit here. But going back a minute, we do take it very seriously. Another reason why you should all come down here, just the level of seriousness with which we take this league. We are giving out delay of game penalties for players who are not showing up in their designated uniform, which did happen this game. That's why the Riptide started off on the penalty kill. Number 10, Joel Barraza, showed up without his official Riptide jersey and found himself sitting 90 seconds in the penalty box to kick off this game. But no, there will not be a delay of game penalty for breaking the glass. It is a time suck here, but we're all enjoying our time. Enjoying our time down here for the most part. Yet another plug for reasons to come out. People with their koozies, drinking, beer casually, having a good time. But again, family friendly.
Right. We unprecedented
Please.
turn of
Before
events.
The maintenance break, the Gaslamp second goal scored even strength was scored by number 4, Oren Barengolds, assisted by number 7, Anthony Mata. Time of the goal, 7:53. Again for the Guardians, the goal by Barengolds from Mata at 7:53.
Josh, we're being summoned to go check out the Friday night games in Temecula, but only if Grimace is playing.
Time of the penalty, 7:53. Again for the Riptide.
They said that they will absolutely come out to watch the games live on Saturday if we go out and watch the Grimace play on Fridays.
Oh, the Grimace play on Friday? Oh, I'm there.
Maybe not this Friday. In general, a Friday. They're gonna have to
I
send
did
us the
play
deets.
in the
Their
Friday
people will
league
talk
up
to our
there.
people.
It's a great time.
Yeah,
Highly recommend.
I haven't been out yet.
No, that's let's see. On the floor right now, guys that participate up in the Temecula League, the Betches, they're on Surfside. I'm not sure if I don't think Logan's playing in the Temecula League this season. I could be mistaken.
Wise?
Yeah, I don't think Logan Wise is. I know Jimmy Becker is. He was on the Thrashers with last season's participant, Billy Metcalf.
Billy Metcalf, of course, we miss him. Miss having him in EDL. Went from being big champion last season to absent this season. Big ice guy now, we hear.
Big ice guy playing out in Arizona. Mata with a long-range shot. That puck gets tipped up. Olsen scoops that rebound, sauces it over to Jake.
No,
Bench.
he's not a big ice guy. Is that what we're saying?
No, Logan is not playing with Surfside or playing in the Temecula League. I think is what that was in reaction to. Wise quarterbacking the play here. Mata from the top of the circle fires it in. Rebound off Johnston. Agnello sends it back to the point. Right out of the box, chasing him down. Ridout from that right side. Johnston standing tall. Agnello gets bodied into the wall by Wright. Ridout trying to slide that puck through, protecting it still. Back out to the point to Agnello. He shifts it across over for Wise. Kim. Pass to Betch. Sneaky little shovel pass there. Kim getting speed up. Shifted over to Olsen. Outside shot from Wright. Trying to sneak a screen shot through. 5:45 remaining in the first period. Long pass for Ridout. Caught in his skates. Wearing the new pink Mavericks wheels. Wright. Pass up the wall for Betch. 2-on-2 with Kim. Betch looking for that 5-hole. Goes up the stick of Irving. Spinning backhand from Olsen back over for Wright as he winds up. Sailing wide in the net. That's a too many men.
Could have been, perhaps.
That escapes the vision of the referees. Wise streaking through. Leg pad save by Johnston. Anderson getting stood up by Ridout. Cutting his way through Olsen. Beats the goaltender at 5 minutes. Making his own space. Ridout. Potting one to put La Jolla on the board.
25 on the solo.
Well, there they go again. It wasn't officially a power play goal, but building momentum on their power play. Gaslamp Guardians. Another.
Gaslamp Guardians goal is second goal of the night, scored by number 25, Bailey Ridout. The goal is unassisted. Time of the goal.
Yeah, we know Billy's no longer playing
for the Guardians, the goal
Temecula because he's a big ice guy now.
Unassisted at 5 minutes even.
Yeah, it sounds like Jimmy and Billy are not in the league anymore either.
Yeah, Billy's a big ice guy.
Huge ice guy.
Really big ice guy.
Giving up the roller for the ice rink. This is Jake Betch flying in, starting from almost a dead stop, getting a lot of speed up in a short range. Anderson trying to work through Barengolds. He gets that puck, sends it back for Dance. Gaslamp with a firm grip on this game. First time La Jolla has ever been in this position. Down 3-0. Agnello wheeling, crossing with Barengolds. Barengolds looking for that tip. Gets caught by the La Jolla player. Sitting there in the middle. Anderson dipsy doodling through Dance. Hoffman stands tall, accidental backhand into his own goalie. Irving's frosty. Wraparound opportunity from Billick, sailing to the middle. Barangolds with the sweep check, trying to pass it ahead for Agnello. Betch settling a bouncing puck. Hoffman in pursuit. Betch wheeling. Crossing with Billick, hands it off to him. Pass back over to Betch, just in his skates. Chips it all the way back down to Becker. Safely in Riptide possession. Gaslamp going off for fresh legs. Anderson pulling it through Hoffman, going to his backhand, beating Irving at 3:07. La Jolla getting on the board for the first time. Anderson with a nifty goal. He made Hoffman bite on that initial feigned screenshot, pulled it through him, and then got to the backhand. I think Irving even bet on it too.
Yeah, 27. Yeah,
La Jolla Riptide.
he makes it look easy sometimes. You know, Ben Hoffman is not.
William Anderson, assisted by number 27, Dylan Billick. Time of the goal, 3:07. Again for the Riptide, the goal by Anderson from Billick at 3:07.
Mata in the zone, crossing, I believe that is Hoffman. Puts the puck towards the net. Still rumbling on the wall. That's Hoffman trying to dig it out. Barraza getting upended. Wise with a backhand pass from Mata. Just out of reach for him. Wright getting bodied. Both teams vying for it. Ridout getting the step. Trying to go and pull it back to his forehand. Quinlan doing the splits. Olsen settles the puck down for the Riptide. Just over 2 minutes left to play in this period. Olsen on the wall. Down ring pass, ringing it around for Barraza. Waiting at the other end. Hoffman to defend. Wise with the pass ahead for Hoffman. Hoffman gets it over to Agnello. Give and go pass. Wise, shot from the right side. Goes off the side of the netting.
Very nice east-west movement by Gaslamp Guardians. Both teams, really.
Olsen with just a short pass to right. He has to slam on the brakes. Eriksson wheels back with the puck. Barraza breaks the puck out here for the Riptide. Going in from the right circle. Saved by Irving. Olsen deliberating. Wright still with the puck. Just missed by Eriksson.
1 minute remaining.
Agnello tries to pit pocket him.
Period.
Olsen, Eriksson, drop back for Barraza. Gets to the slot, beating the goaltender at 52 seconds remaining in the first period.
No number 10 from 13.
La Jolla within striking distance. Making this a game again.
Yeah, that was, you know, happy with the way both teams are playing here. One of those situations where
La Jolla
Nick Olsen saw the third guy high,
goal scored by
naturally
number 10,
pulled a couple of Gaslamp Guardians
Barraza.
players to him, found the third guy high in Joel Barraza, but
13,
you got to respect Nick Olsen's skill, and when he's coming down low, it's often one of those players that you're going to double team. And that gave Joel Barraza a nice skating lane, which he took advantage of.
Jimmy quarterbacking here. Behind the Riptide cage. Clean breakout pass for Billick. Agnello hot on his heels. Has Betch streaking in. Wounded duck pass there from Billick. Unfortunate timing on the broken stick from Agnello. Hits the broken stick that's left on the rink. Getting to Betch from that left circle. 2 seconds on an expiring clock. Whistle on the play. They're going to go and let this time run out rather than replaying it. What an unfortunate timing on that broken stick from Agnello. That could have been way more dangerous than it actually was for the Guardians. No harm, no foul, though.
No harm, no foul. Got out of the period with the lead. I think this might be the first intermission that we've had where La Jolla's been down a goal.
Yeah. All right, we're going to take a brief intermission. We'll be right back.
Setting up for what should be an absolutely electric second half to this game. Again, Riptide finding themselves in a situation that they haven't found themselves yet this season. Down going into the second half. Got to think the Gaslamp Guardians can't feel too comfortable with just a 1-goal lead. I'm willing to bet that this game will not end 3-2.
Yeah, I would make that bet.
Well, I already made the bet. You'd have to.
Should I play the controversial, take the opposite?
We know how controversial you are, Josh.
I'm kind of a fan.
You are very
kind of a
controversial.
This is Betch flying with the puck, beating Barengoltz, chipping it ahead. Kim saved by Irving on that outside shot. Kim ringing it around for Betch. Skitters off his stick, going to Barengoltz and sends it across from Dance, taking that shot from the left circle into the shin pads of Becker. Looks like we have another broken stick situation. Yeah. Mata losing his twig in that melee. Betch gathering himself, scooting through the middle with the puck. That's Becker with the cross pick there. Centering it! Billick just missing the goal there. Looks like Irving is able to go and stretch out for that puck, freezing it down.
Gosh, another very noticeable play by Jake Betch. I was about to say, why didn't he just shoot it when he had the opportunity right there in the high slot area? Elected to, pull the fake shot, go wide, but then had a beautiful centering pass.
That was great.
Somehow didn't end up in the back of the net. I'm not sure if Merv got a piece of that or if it just didn't have enough juice on the shot to cross the goal line.
I got the sense that Billick was also surprised that he got the puck there and just didn't get enough mustard on it.
He thought that Jake would just shoot it the first opportunity. He had no idea he had it in him to go wide and then get that centering pass. Nice play by Jake Betch.
Great play by him. Anderson off the pass from right, carries it in, looking for that backhander, goes off the lid of Irving, going to the corner there. Barengoltz trying to get us up on Barraza. Gaslamp looking to get possession back. They don't. Olsen across for Anderson. All sorts of space. Pass across for Wright. From that left circle, tipping off the stick of Agnello. Wise on that forecheck. Olsen quarterbacking. Tipping off the stick of Agnello again. Seems to be a theme. Hoffman going hard onto the wall, trying to get to that puck first. Centering pass for Olsen. Wright hustling for that puck. Dishing it again. Agnello with that long-range pass to Ridout. Pulling it through Olsen almost. Going the opposite direction is Anderson. Hoffman chasing him down. Centering it. Agnello is savvy to it. Detecting that centering pass.
That was a really slick move by Anderson there to fake the drop pass and then pull it through.
It was.
I want to almost watch that again on replay.
Barraza hustling for it. Agnello shrugs him off. Wise almost getting high stick there by Anderson. Puck goes up on edge, evades him. Ridout trying to get a stick lift on Anderson as Riptide go the other direction. Puck sent ahead for Eriksson. He can't handle it. Ridout chipping it ahead. Wise from that right circle getting bodied by Becker. Betch looking to go and get that puck back. Centering pass for Agnello in his skates. Wheeling around behind the cage. Becker doesn't let him off the hook.
Does he ever?
I haven't known him to. If there's anything that you know about Jimmy, you know that he's a warrior. He's going to work hard. Great team player.
Yeah, he came up by name in the chat group while we were doing the second glass replacement.
Mata protecting the puck. Stutter steps. Slams on the brakes this time. Betch reaching. Gets the puck. Billick with the 2-on-1. Betch up ahead. Sliding it across for him. Looking for that high blocker. He misses. Going over the net and ringing around here for Wise. Doesn't have numbers. Beats Eriksson on the outside. Looking for that holding penalty there. Doesn't get it. Upends. Looks like that's Becker. Billick with the pass across for Eriksson as he sends it into the zone. It's a floater that beats Irving at 13-12. Evening this game up. Surprised everybody on that play. Not sure if that was tipped or if that was just a floater that went in.
Yeah, Merv is, he's got to take off his helmet after that one and readjust his hair. He's got to reset the whole Flojo Mojo there.
The Flojo Mojo.
The Flojo Mojo, he had to take his helmet off, get his hair reset. That was a floater that he doesn't want in.
We just received a bolt from the rink. I generally don't think you're supposed to have pieces of the rink
40 from 12
being
or 40
handed
from
to
2?
you by the official. We'll have to show you on stream.
La Jolla Riptide goal scored by number 40, Lars Eriksson. Assisted by number 2, Jimmy Becker. Time of the goal, 13-12 again for the Riptide. The goal by Eriksson from Becker at 13-12.
Dance carrying the puck for Gaslamp back into the zone. Puck goes wide. Barengoltz protecting. Olsen shoves him into the wall. He gets that puck back for La Jolla. Outlet pass. Kim has Billick with him. Looking for that man high was Olsen. He corrals it, sends it back over for Wright. Wright crossing with Billick. Going into the corner, battling for that puck. Looking to center, Agnello detects it. Trying to protect it here for Gaslamp so they can set up shop. Dance trying to get the puck out of the zone cleanly here. Gives it to Hoffman. Dangerous pass there as Billick gets to that puck first. Billick bullying Hoffman off the puck. Tries to center it again. Both teams playing a little sloppy here in this second period. Kim trying to get the step on Ridout. Agnello sorting his way through the rink on that right circle. going around the net. Dance clears it all the way down. Back for Irving. La Jolla going for a change. Barraza hard on the forecheck. Kim looking for that backhand pass. Gets muscled off it by Ridout as that puck goes out of play. I'm going to flip the camera around here so the folks at home can see this piece of the rink that came off. These are the bolts that we replaced that one pane of glass with. I'm not sure where this one came from.
You're going to have to check Pribble's handyman work.
We might be short a couple of bolts here.
But, yeah, I wasn't part of the broadcast for the first game of the evening with Gaslamp Guardians versus Old Town Outlaws. But from the past few weeks, what I would say is that the Guardians are a first-period team. The second period has consistently been less pedal to the metal, a little bit slower pace, and I'd hate to see them go too much on their heels here and just let...
Spinning pass centered for Mata, saved by Johnston.
And just finish that thought, just to let Riptide come back in this game and take over. So
Wise
nice,
sending it over
here
for Hoffman, looking for that backdoor tap-in from Mata. It evades him. Wise circling back in. Betch getting a poke check on a give and go from Anderson as he gets a clean outlet. Betch with the changeup on his speed. Going from left to right. Paddle save by Irving.
Yeah, that last little sequence here being the first shot on goal for this period.
2-on-1. Mata winding up, just missing the goal on the pass from Wise. 3-on-2 opportunity. Jake Betch saucing it over for Anderson. On his backhand, pulling it back, trying to slide it 5-hole. Mata scoops up the rebound, trying to carry it the other way for Gaslamp. Barraza spinning backhand, centering it. Anderson pulling it. Looks like Irving is able to corral it, keeping it out of the goal.
Yeah, beautiful stop. But Riptide out shooting the Gaslamp Guardians 4-1 this period for shots on goal, and all the high danger scoring opportunities this period have been in the Riptide's favor.
Dance, Anderson on the draw. Olsen, shot from the left circle. Erickson trying to go and get it back to his teammate on the point. Gaslamp settles it. Agnello looking for options. Opts to carry it on himself. Pass ahead for Dance. Short side shot. Saved by Johnston. Anderson, pass ahead for Olsen, who's got a head of steam. Looking for that pull release. Tipped off the defender's stick and out of play.
Glad to see that resetting the hair did wonders for Merv. That was a big save on Anderson. He was dipsy doodling. He's made his way around playing defenders this evening between the two games thus far, but Merv was able to shut that door. Sometimes you just need to take your helmet off, I guess.
It's true. It's true. Billick battling for that puck. Successfully emerges with it as La Jolla resets. Wright carrying it across the red line for the Riptide. Erickson stepping to the puck first inside the Gaslamp zone. Guardians playing on the perimeter in their zone. Keep it out of reach of the Riptide. Hoffman pass ahead. Barengoltz chest pad save by Johnston. Olsen bodying Hoffman hard. Gets the puck back for the Riptide. Playing with an edge there. Barraza slams on the brakes, looking for that toe drag. Doesn't get it. Olsen there to help. Hoffman getting the turnover. Barengoltz flying the other way. 1-on-3, trying to make his own magic here. Johnston gets a stick on that. Billick being harassed by Barengoltz with a couple of sweep checks there. Billick taking that screenshot, ringing it off the post. Goes into the corner, protecting it. Trying to center. Has Barraza on the back door. Mata stumbling, popping right back up. Wise trying to pull it through his legs, it looked like. Have a Riptide player, AJ Wright, with the hand pass. Goes to the Guardians, so no call there. Puck tipping off of Wise's stick. Going back to Jake Betch.
Going back to that play with Mata, I think that was an intentional leg down to keep possession of the puck. Kind of get the shaft of his stick all the way down flush against the tile.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah, I'm not 100% sure, but yeah, I think he intentionally went down on that knee to make that play
we'll
work
have to watch
out.
a replay on that. Yeah. We may have to add that to our repertoire there.
Yeah.
That's a pretty cool move. Ridout flying the other way with Wise. 2-on-3, trying to sneak it across the goal mouth. Just out of reach of Ridout. Guys going hard into the wall. Becker, Ridout getting mixed up. Ridout taking it personally, it looks like.
Oh.
That's going to be a penalty for Ridout. 6:39 here in the second period. Looks like La Jolla is going to go on the power play. Ridout going to the sin bin, I believe, here for a roughing, would be my guess. He's sporting a shiner right now, so he could be a little sensitive to stick contact there. They're going to call a cross check. Don't see that call made often.
Cross-checking to Ridout.
Normally, I opt for a roughing instead of a cross check. Face-off going the opposite length of the rink down into the Gaslamp zone.
Do you have a lot of refereeing experience in your time?
I've reffed a decent amount. Reffed in NCRHA for college. I was going to NC State.
They let you... Wait.
I didn't get to ref my own games, but I got to ref a division down. Or division up, couldn't ref the same division.
Gaslamp penalty is on at number.
This is Riptide's first power play of the game.
90 seconds for a
See if they are able to convert, like Gaslamp was able to earlier in the
6:39
first game,
again
first period.
For the Guardians, the penalty on number 25, Bailey Ridout.
Blocker
90
saved by
seconds,
Irving.
cross-checking at 6:39.
Cleared out by Gaslamp. Johnston setting it on a tee for Betch. Anderson to his right. Kim on the right wing. Glove down by Irving. On that outside shot, Olsen dropping it off for Anderson. Sauce back over for Olsen. Holding on to it, walking to the slot just over the net. Kim looking to go and get that puck back, trying to protect it from Wise. Wise breaking it out here with Mata going over the red line into the Riptide zone, feigning the drop-off. 25 seconds remaining on this power play for La Jolla. Olsen up ahead for Betch. Walking in, back over to Anderson. Getting to that right circle, doesn't like what he sees. Kicks back out. Betch on that left circle. 5 seconds remaining. Kim backhanding it out. Anderson walking it in, colliding with Agnello as that puck goes to the corner. Even strength.
Riptide with 2 shots on that power play attempt.
Kim circling back in, throws it towards the goal, sails over the net. Anderson being chased down by Ridout as he goes back for the puck. Anderson chips it up for Billick. 4.5 remaining in this game. All tied up. Betch with the outlet pass. Cross for Anderson. Anderson walking through Agnello.
Again, Anderson with the silky moves. You know, Agnello, Hoffman, not easy defenders to get around, and he just has that puck on a drawstring.
Ridout looking to go and power through with that shot. Tips out of play. Yeah, I completely agree.
Anderson.
Very silky hands, and he's getting through guys that are very solid defenders, so
Yeah.
I want to make sure we give him credit.
Not too much credit, you know? It's like settle down, Anderson.
I'll give myself credit and say that he was my X Factor player.
He definitely was an X Factor player. We'll give that to you, Josh. We'll give that to you.
the dark horse player of the season. That's a stick save. I'm not sure if they're going to call it a fair goal. Did they call that a fair goal? Looks like this might have put La Jolla up ahead at 3:57. They call it a goal. By two?
Assisted by two. I don't know.
Barraza
Yeah.
from Becker. Joel Barraza getting on the board from Becker.
La Jolla Riptide goal.
Becker with the,
Scoring
I'm sorry,
his
that's not
second
Becker. That's
goal of
Barraza
the
with the
game.
between the legs shot.
Number 10, Joel Barraza. Assisted by number 2, Jimmy Becker. Time of the goal, 3:57. Again, for the Riptide, the goal by Barraza.
That last break was a tough one. That last goal was a tough one for Merv. He got the first shot, but just one too many rebounds right there in the crease. Barraza staying disciplined and following up his shot. He didn't have to move much. It was just right there. But yeah, if you're Gaslamp, you got to move him out of the crease area.
Betch being chased around the world by Hoffman and Wise as he skated from end to end, it seemed. Becker sending it all the way back down with just over 3 minutes left to play in this game. Riptide with the lead for the first time this match.
We knew if the Gaslamp was going to hold back on their heels, which I think they have a little bit this period, we knew that Riptide was going to find their way back in this game.
You know who is not abated at all this game is Jake Betch. His skating has been flying. He's been just jetting all over the place.
Yeah, he has been noticeable this evening.
He looks confident. He's been strong on the puck. He's been dishing it well. Just like that. Sliding it across for Billick. Tipped off the defender, sticking out of play. No, both those guys are a lot of fun to skate with. Billick, Betch. They skate hard. They work hard. They're smart players.
But Gaslamp, they had a flurry of some activity. They do have 4 shots on goal now in this period, but it's not enough to compete with the 10 shots on goal that the Riptide have. And again, kind of speaks to Gaslamp being a first period team. They kind of let off the gas pedal a little bit. Let's see if they can ramp back up here.
A stretch pass for Wise. Trying to create some space here. Right. Gives him a stick check. Keeps him to the perimeter. Ridout starts his motor. Sailing in. That's Agnello. Gathering the puck up. Still loose behind the net. Kim trying to go in a foot race for that puck. Ridout stops on it. Olsen carrying the puck into the Gaslamp zone. Circles back out, sauces it over to right. Right on his backhand. Drops it off for Olsen. Mata laying out for that puck.
Oh.
Right. Looking for that cross tip in. Just out of reach for him. Ridout with a quick breakout to Agnello. Wise up ahead, setting the pick. Agnello taking the shot. Going just wide. Right, hustling for that puck. Sent up ahead, Anderson reaching for it. Ridout working hard for that. Agnello at the other end. Long pass, sweep check from Johnston.
Good active stick by Johnston.
Knocking the stick out of Wise's hand. He gathers back up, takes a shot. Barraza sends it down the other direction, off the side of the empty net.
1 minute remaining in the second period.
Irving out of his goal. Giving Gaslamp the extra attacker. Wise in a collision there with Anderson. Let's see if there's going to be a call on the play. Let's see if it's against La Jolla. I believe that's going to be. Wise getting upended by Anderson. 49 seconds remaining in this match. Gaslamp is going to get a power play. Timeout White.
Timeout called by Gaslamp.
Anderson going to the sin bin here with less than a minute to play. That's going to be the first charging call that I've ever seen in EDL history. I've not seen a charging, I don't believe. Maybe the first season? Certainly not the second season.
Well, you can start to call Anderson over here a charging charger.
He was charged up.
Getting infractions and putting pucks in the back of the net.
Showing up on the score sheet in a multitude of different ways.
All kinds of ways.
He's had a great game.
Yeah. I don't think thus far through the season he's been kept off the score sheet. So, yeah, good job, Josh. Way to call it for the X Factor player. Been doing some scouting in the offseason or what?
I just played against him in one of the divisions here on Tuesday night, and I got absolutely walked by him. And I was like, that guy, I don't want to play against him again if I can help it.
What division was that? Because I don't see him playing out here on Tuesdays.
He's not playing this season, but that was on the Twins team.
Okay.
It completely caught me off guard because I was not familiar with them.
Well, add Josh to the list of pretty good defensemen that William Anderson has walked in his day here.
I'll take the compliment.
Number 86, William Anderson, 90 seconds for charging. Time of the penalty, 48 seconds. Again for the Riptide, the penalty on number 86, William Anderson. 90 seconds charging.
Gaslamp really need to capitalize on this opportunity here with 23 seconds left, down by a goal. Put on the heat.
Wise. They got 5 skaters here. He sends it back to the point. Saved by Johnston. 15 seconds remaining in this game. Plenty of time on the penalty clock, but I don't think it's going to matter. Single digits remaining in the match. Mata here. Sending it in for Wise. 2 seconds. Ooh. Agnello looking for that roofing puck on the glove side. La Jolla hangs on for dear life as they win 4-3.
That was a nice opportunity at the very end. Agnello did have that near side if he could just pick it, but
Fans, that'll bring an end to our third game.
So goes the game. So goes.
Score for game number 3 this evening.
La Jolla remains
Riptide
undefeated.
4, and the Gaslamp Guardians 3.
All right, folks, we're going to go to a brief intermission, and we'll be back for our last